Hi,
Hello.
we're Xenon Game Labs. This is Anulo Noir episode 7. We are not professionals. Please try this at home. Play D&D, Pathfinder, or your tabletop game of choice with your friends and family. It should be a good time, unless you get murdered by a god. Although that can be fun too. Announcements, we will not be streaming next week because a couple of us are going to be out of town doing things. Yeah, I know, it's weird, right? Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. We're on Twitter, Xenon Game Labs. We are on Facebook, Xenon Game Labs, and from what I understand, we are on Tumblr now.
Yes.
So that's a thing.
You know, so we can put some low quality porn out. I mean,
Oh God. No.
that's
No.
what Tumblr's for.
No.
60 seconds in, and we've made it to low quality porn.
It's going to
If
be a
you've never
long
been here
session.
before,
Oh, I know they got rid
this
of
is
the
what
porn
you can
ban.
expect.
Dang it.
Shout out to our one and only fan. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you, as always. And I don't know whether this is a Anulo Noir finale or not. It might be. I think it just depends on how it goes this week. So
We're about to find out.
after Anulo Noir is finished, whether that be this week or a couple of weeks from now, we are going to take a couple of weeks off. During that time, I would like for all of us to get together and figure out what happened during the Sun Chase finale, since we're apparently not going to be able to recover that video. And we'll put together a recap of the Sun Chase finale for everybody. So then take a couple of weeks off, come back, do the recap of the Sun Chase finale, and then we will start our next mini campaign, which I am fast and furious working on right now with the 4-foot by 7-foot whiteboard that was gifted to me by Miss Lauren Lamar over there. I guess I could put a picture of my current whiteboard set up on Twitter and Facebook.
If it did.
Little behind the scenes action. No, you don't want me to do that?
Nah.
No one wants to see your serial killer side.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's all I got for now. And we will be back in 5 minutes, and we will continue the Noir campaign. So we'll see you guys in 5. Okay.
Welcome everyone to episode 7 of Anulo Noir Fear Chronicles, our horror-themed mini-campaign. I am your DM for this evening, and last we left off, our group had encountered an abomination to both magic, nature, and everything in between, known as the Dawn Shade, a created creature crafted by the cult known as the Nightmare's Eye, so that Mora, the god of nightmares and our antagonist for this series, could have an avatar to wreak havoc and bring fear.
And then we killed it
And then you killed it.
in the face.
We have also learned of Father Alori and how he... Father Nari, I'm sorry.
Names are hard.
Father Nari of the Nightmare's Eye are running things here in the commercial and business area of Hatahili. And last we left off, our party plus Mix the Infernal were all standing in a chamber of
What are you
sorts
doing?
with a very, very pissed off sentient dummy that is currently shouting racial slurs, cusses, and everything in between at the entirety of the party, mainly at Mix because he is currently a stick horse in Mix's pocket.
I wonder how that happened.
Because our druid, because the druid of the party, warped wood, used to spell warped wood, and turned him into a stick horse. And currently, Mix is standing in front of the stairs, where 6 cultists stand in front of 6 cylinders with glass on the front next to boxes with glass on the front. And those cultists are currently very visibly shaking in fear at the moment.
Quick!
Wait,
Quick.
no. I would like to get a rundown of where we are, please.
Oh, hold on, I've gotta do a thing.
And how are people looking health-wise? Because I have healing spells prepared.
We can put that in chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put us
Let me
down
check
here
mine.
today.
I don't think I took any damage, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And where are the peoples?
I'm working on that.
Okay, cool.
Hey, before we go any further, can I have my hero coin, please?
No.
Oh, I should probably get dice out.
Yeah.
You get none because you exploded.
No. Alright, everyone. Hero coin time.
Take
Make sure
one
take
if
your
you
hero
need
coins.
one.
Father.
I'm full.
I'm full now, thank you.
Irk and Dog, how many hero coins?
They're good.
Okay.
Do you remember where I put my dice?
Probably in the cabinet. Oh, no, you took them into the game room. You did. Because I saw them and I was like, why are they in the game room?
Hold on.
If you missed the last episode, you can catch up
Well, spot.
with that one and all the other episodes leading up to this on YouTube. This video will be up
wow,
on YouTube
you're chilling
tomorrow.
already.
Shut your face hole. How about that? Shut up. Anyway, check them out on YouTube and you can see all the epic stuff that we did last week and the weeks leading up to this. When you have a druid that knows warp wood,
Sponsored by Rage.
don't know. We
No.
are not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends and never will be.
Let's see, that's Lauren, that's Alyssa. So Myra's over here.
Make me an R, please.
I can grab the mini box. No, we can just do it this way. Whatever. I don't care.
I'm so cold. I don't know why. I just got cold all of a sudden.
Where is your fleece-lined black and gray checkered shirt?
I don't know.
That's about an approximation. Hello, Ronald.
Kitty! We have a kitty audience.
Yes, we do. We currently now have a board. Mix is currently standing in front of these stairs up to a sort of semicircle altar of sorts that you all kind of can't see quite. You can't all. It's not like a simple hop up. It's like a full flight of stairs. However, the cultists are there and are visibly shaking to all of you.
I would like to run up to Mix and touch of combustion his pocket.
Mix was reaching for that pocket with Smacky, the previous dummy now turned wooden horse, and he had it in his hand, and suddenly that horse is ablaze, and he's just like, and he's standing there and he says, okay, well, I was thinking we just did something extra to burn this little crap, because, honestly, I wanted him to have the slowest and most painful death of all, but you know what? This is fine. That tiny horse that was screaming racial slurs at all of you, cusses, and the whatnot, is now currently screaming and has flopped out of Mix's claws and onto the floor, and is trying to stop, drop, and roll, but can't really do that because it's a tiny stick horse. And it is currently screaming, like, loud enough for all of you in the cavern to hear. And while that tiny little horse is turning into ash, I would like everyone here to roll me perception, please.
First roll, here we go.
Perception?
Perception. You can do it as investigation if need be.
Well, thank God.
Has everyone rolled?
If you want to call this a roll, yeah.
Alright, let's go around the table. We'll start with our Zoom folks. So would you like to tell me what you rolled for perception, please?
One moment.
Alright.
Fling down to my perception thingy. So, 26.
God damn.
May not be good at a lot, but she is perceptive.
Lyra, would you please tell me what you rolled for perception?
T9.
29, dang. Dan, would you please tell me what you rolled?
I also got a 26.
Hey, Mac, your A is backwards.
It's a joke at Dan's expense.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna go around the physical table. Miss Wren, would you please tell me what you rolled?
A 23.
Dog says, what the fuck are y'all looking at? 7.
Wow. I don't feel so bad now. No, not 27, just 7. John, just expended a large amount of energy. He's a little winded.
Just tell us what you
Use
rolled.
excuses, just say
18.
it.
Irk and Dog are currently asleep. They're taking a nap.
Alright, looking at our trusty board here, it looks like our highest roll here would be Lyra. So, going in order here, Lyra, you sort of noticed this first, but then Lutza and Dan, you notice it as well, and then Miss Wren, then Quicksilver, and then Irk and Dog are just... I'm sorry, Irk is just in a corner somewhere because Dog is still on the beach nearby.
I thought Irk and Dog were together in the.
Yeah, because
They
Irk
got
had
the
mounted
breathe
Dog
underwater,
and
yeah.
run in.
Okay.
because I made a crude joke about you mounting things.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Irk and Dog are asleep in a corner somewhere. You all notice that the walls here don't seem to be actually made of naturally forming rock. And for anyone who would like to,
Lady.
they can use their perception rolls to get a better look.
I think this might be Lyra's wheelhouse if this is a nature check, don't you guys think?
This is not
Yeah.
a nature check. They are using their perception rolls to get a better look at the walls.
Okay, well,
Can I just shoot one?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. That's fair.
I would.
I'm covered in goo again, so prestidigitation.
Okay.
Always.
John's clean. What were you
So
saying,
messy.
Lyra?
I would like to get a closer look.
Lyra, as you begin taking a closer look at these walls, minus the giant destroyed mechanical cylinder that is currently in the wall from the Dawn Shade kicking it into said wall,
Oh yeah, I forgot he did.
upon closer inspection, no, these walls do seem to be touched by a mortal hand. If you would like, I would ask that you please roll me a knowledge history.
Okay.
For anyone who would like to join her on this roll.
I got a 17.
That's pretty good.
That's a 19 on the tips. Plus 3, so 21.
Pretty good.
Said you got a 17? Alright. Lyra, almost immediately you notice that these walls depict a story, a legend. Combining with what you know with Miss Lauren, you begin to piece together a story that the walls are telling. However, before we move on to that story, I would also like to say that the sons of Anulo are on the ceiling, depicted, carved into the ceiling, along with the moons of Anulo, carved into the floor, Shelgratan being in the middle of a circle. Shelgratan the moon being in the circle of sorts of the other 4 moons. These walls depict a story long ago. Looking to describe what they look like, it's almost like ancient Egyptian carvings from media, like how there would be tellings of stories on the wall in ancient Egypt in media, if you see where I'm sort of painting my picture. The story begins with a shadowy figure being overtaken by the rising suns of a group of heroes wielding different weapons and of different hells. Both of you would sort of recognize that this is a retelling of Shelikratan's defeat, the god of oblivion, his defeat. However, behind him lies a race of people that Miss Lauren here would know a bit about. However, for the rest of you, I'm sure would be a bit confused. These people are all of similar sizes and statures, similar body builds, and even similar skin tones. Their skin as gray as coal, and different colored lines running throughout their bodies, along with different colored hairs that match the lines on their body. It then shows this race all leaving the realm through a somewhat amateur depiction of the in-between, leaving the known realms by entering the in-between and entering some sort of portal. However, a group stayed behind, 6 to be exact. And a second figure that seems to be depicted to be made of light is offering their hand to these group of people. And the very last picture shows who this group turned out to be. Each one with a cloak of an individual color and a weapon of their choice. Standing above them all, wearing a green cloak, holding that scythe. This was the Reaper's origin story. This was their biography carved into these walls.
Okay.
Mix finally speaks up after, I imagine, both of you share this information with the rest of the party, if that is what you do.
Of course.
After you share this information with the rest of the party, Mix finally speaks up and says, you know there are still 6 cultists on that thing, right? And right as he says that, all 6 of them whiz by him and jump into that little watery entrance point you all came through. None of them attack you, none of them even glance your way because they just bailed. And Mix, and after the last one leaves, Mix is just like, never mind. I would also like to say that Smacky is now a crisp on the floor.
Should we stop one of those guys for questioning, since the guy I wanted to question is now Cinders?
Okay, I'll shoot him.
I can go and grab
I'm gonna
one.
aim at this guy's leg.
Okay, I would like for you to make just make an attack roll, but Make an attack roll. Make a normal attack roll.
Normal? No
Normal.
disadvantage.
No disadvantage.
Okay, I got a natural 20. What's my second roll?
You're not. I'm not gonna make you do a second roll. Just do your
Okay,
damage.
'cause if you want me to roll with disadvantage, I'm fine with that.
I'm not giving you disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm.
So
Just
nat
making
20.
sure.
So you rolled a nat 20, and I would like for you now to roll damage.
Okay. I just.
Just normal damage.
How far away is this guy? Is he within 30 feet?
I would say yes, he would be within about 30 feet.
He might be dead.
How much damage did you roll?
25.
Dan, you see this guy running for the pool, the entrance pool. Immediately, your instincts kick in, your arm moves before you can think, and you shoot this man through the back and through his kneecap. He crumples to the ground, and without taking a second thought, you shoot out his other kneecap.
He ain't got no knees.
And you do a cool little trick where you flip your revolver and put it back into its holster.
Okay, is he dead?
He's screaming and currently panicking. He is not dead, though looks majorly effed up.
John's just gonna kind of stick his fingers in his ears and rattle them a little bit because we're in an enclosed cavern and you're firing a revolver. I'm sure it's loud.
It is. So Mix walks over and
Okay.
goes on one knee to your level John and says, you want to good cop, bad cop this?
Hey, Lyra, can you stop bleeding? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's go ahead and good cop, bad cop this. I'll be the bad cop and I'm going to pull my scroll of banishment and read the words off right in his face.
John,
Bye-bye.
after
Do the
you read those
cultist
words,
to
and
the demon
Mix.
person.
he did it to Mix. John, after you do that, Mix vanishes for a second, sort of blips out of existence, leaving a rune of banishment behind.
Adios.
And after a second, he reappears.
Oh, come on, Bill.
And Mix pats,
No.
pats your shoulder and says, the scroll worked.
Which part did you banish, John?
Mix stands up
I mean,
to
he's
his,
an
He's
infernal.
just a
He's-
demon. He should be gone to the
Mix
nine
stands
hell.
up to his full height of 9 feet tall and turns to
We
you after you
separated
say
Mix before.
which part of him did you vanish, Lauren, and says he did it. He successfully banished me.
Then why are you still here?
What does the banishment spell do, John?
Sends
It
you
sends
back
an
whence
infernal
you came.
back to the Nine Hills.
No.
You should be gone.
No, the spell works like so. After the scroll is used or the spell is cast, the creature, if it does not successfully will against it, is banished to its home realm.
So you're not an infernal?
I technically am, but I
Okay,
suppose
so he's
I'm
an
not at the
outsider
same
of the
time.
native subtype, which cannot be banished, like elementals.
So you this is your home plane now?
It's always been.
Oh my god. What the
Okay.
shit is this guy? He was celestial, he's infernal.
Half celestial.
His name is literally Mix.
Fine.
I was temporarily half celestial.
Okay, fine. You're
Mix-
still here. Cool.
Mix goes over
Basically,
and
because you're okay.
so
Out of game is like the lore explanation because his body was made in the material plane and his soul is
I'm
trapped
getting
in it.
to
and
that.
now
I'm
a
getting
native
to it.
dragon-
Mix goes over a small purple flame from his finger and he cauterizes the wounds of this guy's injuries. His kneecaps are still very much broken. He's just stopped the bleeding.
Yeah.
And he turns to the rest of you and says, "I'm sure you have a lot of questions, so I'm going to explain."
Can we just kill Nix?
I mean,
No.
I don't
You
think
can't.
so.
We're going to go back a couple of years.
Let's not. Let's not. Let's put a pause in this and let's talk to the cultist.
Mix sighs as he hangs his head a little and just says,
We're on a time crunch here.
We'll get
You
to
can
that
tell us later.
"Sure." Mix grabs the cultist by the collar of his shirt, lifts him up and says, "Answers now." And he hangs and he tosses the dude lightly in the air, grabbing the back of his shirt and holds him to the rest of y'all and leaves him dangling there for questioning.
Okay, who's questioning him?
Okay, friend. So you've seen what I can do. Now, why don't you tell me where the hell y'all were running to?
The cultist looks at you with a bit of fear in his eyes, and Dan, I want you to roll me intimidation. With advantage.
Because
Okay.
he's being held by a demon.
And just got his kneecaps blown out by the guy asking him a question.
Truthiness.
Okay. With advantage, that is a 26. No, sorry, 24. I did the math wrong.
You said 24?
Yes.
Alright. Dan, with that 24, you notice that the cultist has now wet himself.
Hey.
And he puts himself in a defensive position and says, we were just trying to escape. I don't know where we all would run, but you...
Okay, then
you
tell me
killed-
where your nearest safe house is.
with that 24, the cultist ups his defensive position as he says, we don't have the safe house. We're all over. We change our meeting spots, change our headquarters so frequently. I don't think I could tell you.
Dog asked.
Okay.
Dog asked Dan to ask him where the last one was, where it is now. We can go there.
That's what I was about to ask, dog. Where was the last 4?
Dan's feeling
If we can
sassy
figure out a
today.
pattern, we might be able to get this.
By the way, Dan, I can bite off your genitalia.
I know.
So you know, be nice.
So he sort of explains that you said the last 4 safe houses, correct?
Yeah, I just gave a random number there.
Alright, so the most recent safe house was this cavern. The one before that was in an abandoned apartment in the residential district.
Hey, we were there too.
It was not abandoned.
So let's see. Cavern, abandoned apartment.
The apartment above the deli.
No. Just a random apartment.
Oh.
The one before that was in a passage in the forest that you would have had specific coordinates to get to that only the Nightmare's Eye had.
Outside the city.
That ain't it.
Just outside, only in
That
the
ain't
still
it.
in the mountain range.
You have a
Okay.
one that has black
The
in it.
final one before
That,
that
I mean, if that'll keep you warm.
was in the commercial district in a forgotten alley.
Okay.
So no real rhyme or reason to where these guys are meeting.
No.
Just random locations. What do the cylinders do? The ones in the wall. What's this room?
Roll
You heard the man.
diplomacy or intimidation.
By the way, I'm helping him with this if that
Okay,
matters.
so you can.
I'm gonna go with intimidate, so 22.
Alright, with that intimidation check, he finally curls up, still dangling in the air, and says, they're cryopods, they're cryopods.
The who's a what's it?
Cryopods. It's gonna be something is frozen inside them.
Okay. I don't see why you wouldn't just use, like...
I'm gonna go over there.
You
Take a
go.
look at them. I'll go with her. I want to go look at these things.
I'm staying with this guy.
Okay.
I am following Lauren.
And let's yeah.
Okay, you three start making your way up the stairs. Mick still has the cultist by the back of his shirt. It says, and he turns to you, John, and says, well, any other questions, or?
I'll leave you guys to deal
I
with
think he might be useful. We'll probably take him back to where you were.
Mix kind of grumbles a bit, but eventually sets the cultist on the ground and pulls out a pair of handcuffs and cuffs him.
Where did you get those?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Never.
Oh, actually, it's a pretty logical explanation. I may have nabbed a
Oh,
pair
you stole
from the
them.
flyer
Okay,
station
good
I
for
was
you.
in. Long story short, Mick stole a pair of handcuffs.
Okay.
Put him in
So
his prison pocket.
no, he's still wearing his ripped red tuxedo shirt thing. He's got that black tie on and some ripped black shorts. He doesn't have sleeves. He ripped them off. He's got black cuffs with white spikes on them on his wrists and ankles.
And his shirt says NWO.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
brother.
Remember to look at the phone.
Let me look.
No, not there. Just when you're talking, remember to face the phone.
Okay. So, John, Lauren, and Lutza, you all make your way up these flights of stairs, and you notice that the glass on each of the pods seems to be covered in a very heavy ice fog of sorts. Like when something fogs up from being too cold.
Can I use the sleeve of my trench coat and try to wipe away some of the frost and see what's inside? Say, whichever one's closest to me. This one here.
John, you use your sleeve and you wipe away some of the frost,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a person asleep. They're still breathing, albeit slowed. Their skin gray as coal, blue lines running across their body, and blue hair.
Blue hair.
Blue.
Hippies.
There are cryo boxes of sorts next to each pod as well.
Yeah, let's. I think we found the Reapers.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Do we let these guys out or?
I mean, I'm always saying don't fear the Reaper. So
Are you saying it with cowbell though? Because Celine is not in this campaign.
But her spirit is.
needs more cowbell.
Let's check the rest of the pods real quick.
You check the rest of the pods.
So blue appears to be okay but asleep.
After a bit of further investigating, you do see that all of the Reapers do seem to be okay. There's red. You've already seen blue. There's yellow. There's pink. There's also purple. So let's see, that's... Hold on.
That's 5 of them.
Red, orange.
Oh, sorry.
Now blue is this one. Yeah. Oh, that's orange.
Purple.
So we've got all of them except the green one
Yellow.
and pink. Oh, and blue, orange, red, yellow, pink. Blue. Oh, purple.
No, that's purple. Red, orange, blue,
Pink.
pink, purple,
Oh,
yellow.
Okay.
Okay.
There.
John's gonna point at the ceiling and go, where's the green one? And turn my eyes to the pod that's shattered against the wall over there.
That pod, I'm already going to tell you right now,
That's the one the guy came out of.
You know, the one that kicked into the wall.
that pod was not designed for green. It was designed for dawn shade. It was built by Smacky and the cultists so that they could bring that creature to life.
Okay. So it's a different kind of pod. But I'm gonna assume it was powered by the 6 pods that we've got, or yeah, the 6 pods we have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies, do we want to wake one of them up?
Where's green?
Not
And
here.
right behind you.
John, actually, everyone up here, so Lauren, Lutza, and John, you all notice that one of the pods that are sort of fogging back over, notice letters begin writing themselves. Not from the person in the pod, and not from out here. And it just says, I never got one.
Okay.
I didn't need it.
So confused.
Me too.
And
And I'm not there, so
the note is then signed after saying, I never got one, I didn't need it.
Greenie.
is then signed by GR.
Grandma? Grandpa.
John's gonna put his hand to his forehead.
And you are casting what spell?
The symbol of the eye
You are casting.
materializes in my palm.
You casting detect magic.
Mr. Biz.
Vistas exploratit. Detect magic.
John, you get.
As soon as I see that message, I want to cast detect magic. Yeah.
John, you get that old, powerful, that old, strong, and powerful presence, and you immediately recognize it as the power of dreams.
Ren,
Hmm?
he's here.
Who's here?
Green. And I think he is part of Mora. The split. You know, the god is split into nightmares and dreams.
Yeah.
I think Green is Dream, and I think he's here, but I can sense him, but I don't have the ability to speak with him. Got some
And-
candles and some chalk.
I always have candles, but I don't know about chalk.
Let's, you got salt, yeah?
Huh? Have salt.
Just use a pebble off of the ground. It'll make a mark.
Okay.
That and there is tons of dust around here.
Guess we could I don't know.
There's dust. You could use a rock. Lutza has salt.
Yeah, I think this is your area of expertise. Your Ren, you would be the one that would need to.
What am I doing?
I think we need to try to talk to him, and I think it's a seance type situation.
Actually, as you say that, John, you notice that another pod, all of the pods have fogged back up at this point.
Sure.
But all of you have, everyone up top at least has sort of memorized where each color is. And you notice that the pod closest to you, blue, writing begins appearing on his pod. No need for seance. I can hear you, and I can write these messages just fine.
Okay, that works. Dan,
Yeah,
are you still playing with that dipshit?
I mean, I got him cuffed.
Cool. Is there anything else useful to get out of him, or are we just taking him with us?
I mean, if we take him with us, if we need anything else from him, we can just take him down to the precinct and ask him there.
Or if we run into his buddies, we have a hostage.
That too.
So we have the power of dreams in the room with us. We can get information out of him.
And he's willing to give it.
Can I roll a knowledge religion to see if I recall anything specific about the Blue Reaper?
I would ask that you roll knowledge religion and add your history.
Religion and history?
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20! I know everything!
John, almost immediately you sort of remember that Blue was known for not being physical like the other Reapers, but instead using his mind and spells and words from a special book he had. after further examination, you notice that each of the Reapers does not have their cloak or their weapons in their pods. Although, upon further investigation, you do find their cloaks, their weapons, and any other sort of materials they would have on them in the cryo boxes next to them.
There's storage cabinets that have their shit in them.
Why don't we just steal their shit and put it on?
Lauren?
Oh, no.
Yeah!
Wait, there's
I like
six
that
of
idea.
them
I
and
like
there's six
that.
of us.
Dibs on red.
Lauren? You
Wait,
feel
there's 8 of us.
Lauren, you feel a tight grip on your shoulder. And another note, and a simple message appears on Blue's, again fogged up, pod in front of you. No.
Why not? It would work.
And the message continues. And the message continues. They are special. Their race can defeat powers.
Oh.
Definitively.
Why would we
at
want
least.
a more powerful creature running around? That's just more for us to deal with.
And
With the nat 20
mhm,
on knowledge religion,
mhm.
do I remember in the stories of the Reapers, Green having a particular relationship with any of the other Reapers? Was he especially close with? Was he maybe romantically involved with? Did he have a bestie as one of these other Reapers?
With that knowledge, with that nat 20, you would remember that Green and Pink, before they disappeared, officially began dating.
That's what I needed to know. I'm going to go to Pink's pod.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use magic device and try to wake her up.
I'm not even going to have you roll. John, almost immediately you find a button on the side of the pod.
It's got a big red off button. Cool.
It quite literally does have a big red labeled off button.
I'm going to wake her up.
You press it and the pod opens and it slides up the door. Pink stumbles out, catching herself on the pod before she stumbles over and just says and looks around and says, "Shit, another rogue power."
Lyra, can you...
You see Raven zoom over and kind of gently land on your shoulder and just head to it.
Lyra, Pink does not need healing as of this moment. Pink sort of looks over, sees the Raven on her shoulder, and just says,
No, I landed on John's shoulder.
oh,
Like-
looks over to John's shoulder
Sorry.
and says, "Wild shape? Haven't seen that in a bit."
Do you
Bird
need
nods.
help? Because the bird can help.
No, we had training exercises with these pods a while ago. We're all fine. We're none of us are injured. None of us are sick.
Sense motive.
Roll.
I'm also sense motivating because
Roll.
I don't know how long they've been in cryo and
Yeah, roll.
prolonged exposure to cold can do some weird stuff.
I would like for
Yep.
both of you to roll that.
You did.
John, since you already rolled, would you like to tell me what you rolled?
I got a 16 on sense motive.
Lyra?
Where is it? I got a 22.
Thanks for covering me again.
Lyra, John, both of you kind of clock that Pink is being genuine and totally honest with you right now. Not even a hint of dishonesty in her voice. Pink walks over to her box, hits another smaller off button, and begins and pulls out a large heart-shaped wand and a pink cloak, and goes and starts opening up the other pods.
Whoa.
Before she hits the button, she's like, "What? You
We don't know you. We have been attacked by weird shit for the last 3 days."
Pink turns around on one. She's on one knee to hit the off button. She turns around and says, "You have Brain with you. I trust you. We trust you."
What?
Yeah, you trust us. That's swell. Great.
You can trust us. We deal with rogue powers and gods and whatnot. We don't exactly have the power to kill them per se, but we can defeat their physical forms. And I can sense.
Just chill right there for a second.
Pink turns around, sits.
Guys, let's dog a little privacy here with dog's telepathic link.
All right.
Okay.
Huddle up, kids. Thoughts?
It's
Got my
literally what they were created to do. Why are we not letting them do it?
Because we don't trust them.
Why not?
I don't trust some historical figure.
Why
They
not?
seem genuine. Me and Lyra both clocked them as genuine. I mean, if we release them, maybe they can go get their Megazords and
When our powers combine.
I was thinking Power Rangers, but you can go with Captain Planet. Maybe they'll go get their lions. Because Voltron's badass.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't trust this. I feel like we're unleashing
Yeah.
a bigger
No,
problem
I
than
don't
we
trust
already have.
I don't trust gods, and I certainly don't trust people who keep the gods in check.
We're the people who keep the gods in check.
Hey,
I don't trust
Pink-
us.
Pink
You think I trust us?
excuse me, Amy Jo Johnson, Pink Ranger.
The hell's Ranger?
Anyway, who put you guys in these pods?
We put ourselves in these pods so that when we put ourselves in these pods, we were of no use at the time. We were not needed. So we put ourselves in these pods so that we may reemerge when needed.
Okay. Okay. Keep chilling.
Strangest thing I have heard.
Also, Dan, when you said, "I don't trust us," Ravenhead just turns and stares at you like, bruh, I keep you guys alive with my healing.
Us as a group, I do not trust. I trust Lyra. Lyra is the only good person here.
Oh, yeah.
Big person.
By the way, Dan, real quick, fuck you.
Your alignment isn't good. I've seen you play. I've seen you gamble. You don't. You cheat. You cheat almost as much as I do.
That's not true, and you have no proof. So,
We all know you
Almost
cheat,
as much as I
John.
do.
We all know you do.
Through the mental
I'm
link.
open about it. That's why none of the casinos like me.
Go, Lyra, go.
Through the mental link from Herb, you hear, "Back to the more important fish to fry." What do we do?
I say we let him. Dog says we let him go. Fuck it. Worst case scenario, we all die. We don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
I would prefer
Let's
to
do
keep
this.
living.
Let's let them out.
Pink finally
Let's,
stands.
Okay, y'all do whatever you want.
thoughts?
When this plan goes horribly wrong, I will laugh.
Imagine the stories they can tell us. Imagine what they can teach us. They've seen shit we can't even imagine. Let's let them go.
Lutza,
Care about that.
thoughts?
They are much more powerful than us. It's not like we can actually stop them if they choose to do what they choose to do, so it would make more sense to play along and make night.
Well, we might be able to stop
Okay, that's
one
the
though.
best argument I've heard so far. Let's do it.
Okay.
Go Power Rangers.
Pink finally stands up and says, "You done with your little psychic talk?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Sorry.
Turn your friends loose.
They're
Send to the
nincompoops.
side. Just Quicksilver.
Pink
Hold
releases the other Reapers and also their supplies. They each take up their appropriate attire, and they all sort of.
What weapons? Red has what weapon?
Red has two gigantic gauntlets. That from that nat 20 on a history, you would know that those gauntlets are incredibly strong enough to send a person into low orbit.
So they're gauntlets of giant strength or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow.
Yellow
I
was
see what you're doing.
Yellow was a crossbow user.
I approve.
Purple.
Purple,
Used to Nurple.
no, she uses knives,
Like daggers.
daggers, knives. Yeah, that's such.
What did Red have?
Red had those
Gauntlets.
Gauntlet.
And then orange would be the last one.
Orange. Orange just used spells.
Rapier.
So
Orange
these are-
had what?
These are mostly spellcasters. 3 of the 6 are spellcasters.
Of sorts.
That sounds like our Dawnbringers campaign.
A bit, doesn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
When
give them a minute to get all their stuff get
after
equipped.
the Reapers have collected themselves and reacquired their gear, Red lowers his hood and says, "Wait, I thought you guys would have Green's next incarnation with you."
Who's a what's it? No, like actually, what did you say?
Red said that the Reapers thought that you all would have Green's next incarnation with you.
We have no idea.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Red is then sort of gets a
Talk
confused
to-
look on his
talk to-
face
Cool.
and says, "So you
What name did you give him?
So wait, what I'm getting here is y'all came in here on an investigation, found a cult, fought them, won, fought a monster, won, that is currently dead on the floor, by the way. What the hell is that?"
Gross.
It's
No idea.
gross.
Agreed. And you all stumbled in here and awoke the Reapers without even knowing that the power of dreams was the Green Reaper.
I mean, we assumed.
Blue finally turns to Red and
We
says,
knew
"Well, you know,
it
Green
from
did
the
have that."
beginning. Like, Ren.
Hush,
your character
Dan.
knew that from the beginning. It was literally told to you by the guy who did the monologue.
Hush, Dan.
Hush. Blue finally turns to Red and says, "Well, you know, Green had that plan before we all went into cryostasis." Red kind of nods. It's just like, right. I forgot about that.
Dog says to everyone, if this asshole isn't going to be grateful, we can just shove them back in.
I don't think it's that easy, buddy.
Dog, after you speak that into everyone's minds, Red walks over to you, John, puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Thank you for releasing us, power of water. We hope to deal with whatever situation you've awoken us for."
Alright, first off, don't touch me.
Shut up, John. John, shut up.
Second off, this, and he's going to tap the tie pin, does not define me. And third,
Hush.
the
Dear
power of nightmares
God,
is
I
gone
need a
amok.
duct tape spell.
Are you,
Right.
do you need Green's incarnation in order to stop this power of nightmare from running amok?
Mora, who we fought with him a couple of times in the past. We
He did
don't
a
need
bang up job because he's still being an ass.
Oh my God, John.
Okay,
Green.
sorry.
Red kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "Wow, this guy's kind of an asshole."
You don't
Anyways,
even know the half of it.
We don't need Green's physical body, at the very least. However, we don't need Green's physical body. We fought with Mora before. We kind of know this stuff. However, knowing Mora, he's probably been watching the world for a while now. He's gonna do some nasty shit. So we have a backup plan. He elbows a button. I'm sorry, let me back up a sec. He pushes aside some false rocks, revealing a button that he hits, and the center of the platform, the center here, opens up. You all step back as a platform rises with a rock in the middle of it, and in that rock, the light begins naturally shining in through cracks in the cavern, gleaming off of
Are you
the
putting your
scythe.
feet on him?
Yes.
Off
Okay.
of what?
The scythe.
Oh, so you kept his stuff.
Well, reincarnations with powers are a very tricky thing, miss. You never... It's not like you can just leave a power with their belongings, kill them, have them reincarnate, and then they'll keep that stuff. You gotta learn to keep them in one place.
So Green knows that his stuff is here.
That's probably why he's here with us.
Red stops for a second and sort of follows something the rest of you all can't see, but the Reapers can, and eventually he kind of nods understandingly, turns back to the rest of you and says, "Okay, so, slight problem. Green cannot bring his physical body here.
Where's his physical body?
Who would have guessed?
Not Dismas nor Origin.
That doesn't answer my question.
Trust me, we're as
that-
confused as you are.
That certainly narrows it down if he's not in Dismas or Origin.
He says he's still on Anulo, but he says that he can't reveal what continent he's on.
Why not?
Says that it would reveal a very problematic thing.
His physical body's a problem?
His physical body is trapped in a problematic country.
But not on Origin or Dismas? That doesn't
So,
even make any sense.
will
Those
we
are the
have-
only two continents. Where would
Do
he
we
be?
have to, like, set up an expedition treaty for this guy?
No. Judging from Mora's power levels, Blue is saying as he's flipping through his journal,
Hey.
says, judging by how long Mora's been reforming, we don't have time to go and get Green's physical
Hey.
body.
Dan, what's up?
Idea here. I know I'm not the smartest person out there, but this guy is the god of... Green is the god of dreams, correct?
Yeah.
Fighting the power of nightmares.
Yeah.
why don't we just have somewhat, and all of our clothes transport into the dream world, correct? Oh, mother. Sorry, my mother is here.
Dan's mother comes up through the pool. We thought you were dead.
My mother had to talk. Out of game, my mother had to talk to me for a second. She was just saying she was going to her mother's house.
It's fine. I'm just messing with you.
Anyway, we're fighting and what we wear goes into the dream realm with us. And what we bring in there. Why don't we just bring this guy's stuff into the dream realm, give it to him, and have everyone fight the god of nightmares there?
That's
We want to fight him on his home turf.
Red, blue.
Where the god of dreams is also on their home turf?
Lauren, after you say we want to fight him on his home turf, Blue turns to you and says, Mora cannot be defeated in the physical realm. We have to go to the dream realm to stop him.
Why don't we just cut out the middleman and just go there right now?
I have a question real quick. We have a spell that was given to us by, I guess, your leader that will put us all to sleep and protect us while we're in the dream realm. We have to all be together to do that.
The lucid dreaming spell?
Yeah. We were granted that. If we use that, can we bring you guys with us too?
Red speaks up and says, yes, actually, we can. Even one of us Reapers casting a spell, we're strong enough to pull you all into the dream realm with us. Only one of us has to be It's hard to explain, let me put it like this. So, you have to be a certain level of strength to cast this spell. And unless you're in a big group or party like this, you have to be as strong as a Reaper up to a primordial power to be able to cast it by yourself. Don't worry, we'll cover you.
Okay.
You understand that I have no idea how to use this thing, right?
You don't know how to use the dragon?
No.
How long ago were
You
you
sell
appointed to
yourself
Power
too
One?
short. No halfling joke intended. You do better with that thing than you think you do.
Alright. If we're all going to go to sleep and fight the god of nightmares, I suggest not doing it in a dank, musty-ass cavern. Like, I feel like...
Conveniently, I happen to
Agreed.
have ties
Dog
The
says I
owner-
love musty, dank ass caverns.
and in.
Maybe that's why you enjoy John's apartment so much.
That's brilliant.
What? What did Letsa say?
Let's suggested we all go to the Silk Turban.
The what?
The Silk Turban.
I don't know what that is.
It's an inn that her family runs.
Mama and Papa's Inn Tavern.
Yeah.
The Reapers all look at each other and say, we're fine with whatever place you guys choose.
As long as I have my
Really?
cat, I'm
I've
fine.
ever seen.
And, Lauren, after you say that, Archie pops into existence rubbing against your leg.
Jesus. Oh,
Pink is just
I'm
like,
not gonna
kitty.
lie to you, that thing freaks me out.
Pink is already petting Archie.
Archie is purring. Archie loves pets.
Red face palms.
Purple, you haven't had much
Laura
to
is
say.
still in Raven form during the entire thing.
You're still on my shoulder.
Just vibing.
Yep.
Just vibing.
Purple turns. She's leaning against the wall and says, "Oh, no, I'm not one for conversation. I prefer to listen, understand."
Fair enough. What about you, Aranjay? You You got thoughts on things?
L'Orange.
L'Orange.
Orange looks over and says, honestly, I'm still a little dazed from cryostasis,
Understand that?
so I'm just kind of chilling, talking to Yellow, trying to get my bearings.
Yeah, Yellow hasn't had much to say either. Okay. I'm starting to get the
Through the
dynamic
mind
for
link?
their group a little bit, so that's cool.
And the whole group thing. I ask, can you ask him if they would like me to check over them? I have medical training, just to make sure that they're okay.
My friend here wants to know if any of you need any kind of healing or anything
Purple.
like that. That's kind of her specialty.
Purple nods and says, yeah, I can speak to animals and other creatures, so I got that.
Wait, Purple's the one that can speak to animals, the daggers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought that would be you, Yellow. All right. Cool. Whatever.
Purple goes over,
Write that down, John.
does some recon, mental and physical recon with the rest of her group. Eventually she turns back and says, other than being a little confused from awakening from cryostasis, we all seem to be fine.
I assume you can all swim. Silk Turban?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So you all begin making your way out of the cave with the Reapers in tow. Mix all of them.
Dog says to John, maybe we can talk to these guys about murdering the stupid demon that we have.
Oh, yeah. Before we go, can you kill this asshole?
Red furrows one of his eyebrows,
Like the rock.
and looks Mix up and down and says, "No, we shouldn't do that."
Any particular
It was
reason
too
why
quiet.
not?
What?
Mix
Yeah, what?
then cuts.
I'm typing.
Mix cuts Red off and says, "It's personal matters."
Me and you, city-destroying asshole, are going to have a conversation here very, very soon.
Mix
And you're not going to like it.
Mix turns to you and says, "Neither of us will. Because I need to explain to you why the Vanish spell did what it did."
Jesus Christ. Silk Turban, let's go. You two, leave that dumbass here. We don't need him. Just throw him in the floor. I don't care.
Who do you want to leave here?
That cultist with the busted kneecaps. He's dead weight. Just leave
Throw
him
him
in
in
the
the
water.
water.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody has any opposition to that, please voice it, but I see no reason to take that guy with us at this point.
You
I
all leave the...
If we want to figure out we can always put a track. I mean, do you have like a spell that can
You
track
will follow
people?
the cryo chamber.
Lutza, you're a genius.
She's the smartest of all of us.
She really is. Mix, shove his ass in one of these ice boxes and let's go.
Mix straight up picks this dude, grabs the back of this dude's robes again, and just yeets him into one of the cryo chambers, and the door slams shut and frees him over.
Lyra.
As the cultists get picked up, because Lyra doesn't want the code to do further damage, is gonna fly over and thump her beak against the cultist's forehead, like, eat, and heal it.
Okay.
So that way when he eventually comes out of cryo, we don't have to worry about, dealing with more wounds in the process.
Got
we
it.
could just kill him now.
Feels like a waste of spells, but we might need him.
Just
guys.
gonna be
I
like,
mean,
Stick him
I'm
in
not gonna
cryo.
After you
kill him
do that, after you do that, Lyra, Mix
Wasting later.
Mix straight up yeets him and gets like a perfect 3-pointer as the cultist lands back first against the back of a cryopod, and the cryopod slams shut and he instantly freezes over. And with that, I think we're gonna take a 15-minute break.
Yeah.
15 minutes sounds good.
Word.
But we can't do that right now because Jason's not at his computer.
Well, no. So, I guess I can just flavor it a bit more. Some.
Sorry, what do I need to do?
We need to go to break.
15 minutes.
Oh, is it time already? If I'd known that,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have walked away. I thought we still had about 20 minutes. We can go now. Fine, up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did. Okay. We'll go to break. We'll come back later. I don't know. We'll see you guys in a minute.
See you guys in 15 minutes.
Hold on. Let me, so 15 minutes from now, we'll put us at what time, guys?
4:45.
4:45. And that is Pacific time at this point, I believe, correct?
Sure.
Are we mountain?
No one knows.
I'm always confused about time
We're in
zones.
Arizona. It's 4:24 right now.
All
So
right.
we be
21 minutes.
We'll be back.
4:45. Just do it.
Okay,
At
bye.
some point today.
And switching. We'll see you guys in a few.
Alright, everybody, welcome back from our 15-minute break. Last we left off, our group had just freed the Reapers from their cryostasis and are now heading to the outside.
Are you making me one?
Silk Turban, let's go!
You all are heading to the Silk Turban.
Did you say the silk turban?
Turban.
I like Turden.
No, you don't.
Mix opens the front door as you all make your way out.
What up?
And it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, so it's Mix begins walking down the street before he looks up and says, whoa, hold on. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. The sun should be up.
Unless it's raining again.
It's not. It's pitch black. Why is the sky black?
Oh no, the solstice? Those happen sometimes, right?
Shenanigans?
You all look up, and he's right. The suns aren't in their usual spot in the sky for 1:30 in the afternoon. It is just, the sky is pitch black.
Well, that seems like a problem.
You hear the flapping of pages as Blue is frantically flipping through his journal.
Now's not the time for journaling.
And Mix gets a worried look on his face and he just says, "Holy shit, he went through with it."
Who went there with what?
Mix turns to you all with a very concerned look on his face and says, "Moore had a backup plan in case anything like this happened.
What was the plan?
Anything like
Cover Anulo in black blood. All of it.
Ew. Ren looks down at her shoes.
There is nothing there."
Okay. Phew.
Faster would probably be better at this point.
Yeah. Raven.
So why don't we just do that spell right now?
Lauren, as you begin to take off, you feel something hits your wing that feels like water at first, but you look over.
No!
It is black, and it begins raining.
Crap.
John, do these swirly things.
Got it. I'll pull the tie tack, trident in hand, and I will attempt to stop the rain.
John, you cannot stop the rain.
Not me, apparently. Shit.
It is. I would like to clarify that this is not rain.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not.
the black blood.
It's black blood.
But blood does have water in it.
He
It
still
does.
cannot control it.
Shut up!
Shit.
No
dice, kids.
All of your visions begin getting blurry. You all start to feel woozy. The Reapers, you notice, start collapsing one by one, going into deep snores.
Out of Raven form. Out of Raven form.
Lauren, as you go out of Raven form, all of you fall asleep.
Shit.
You all feel...
Now, to clarify, the black blood doesn't actually put us to sleep. It's not sleep magic. This is a
Correct.
teleport.
Correct.
It teleports your souls to the dream
It's a
realm.
plane shift.
Which is why it affects Lyra.
Fine.
We'll begin to stir. Your eyes haven't opened yet, but you feel wind. It's a nice breeze. You don't feel rain. You don't feel anything. You just
Where's my cat?
Are we together?
Archie is asleep on your lap.
Are we together? Are we
God,
all
he's
here?
heavy. You all begin to stir and notice that you are all still technically together.
Ha!
But as you begin to look around, the setting does not look familiar. Like for every-
John, do you know where we are?
All of you, perception.
That's a nat 20, baby. Nat 20!
Why
Two
bother?
of them.
All the nat 20s today.
Well, I'm glad you're getting nat 20s to offset the big fat nat 1 that I'm sitting over here.
Oh no!
I rolled better than you. I got a 2 on the die.
Good job.
Wow.
Okay,
Feast or famine.
just to clarify, let's go around the table. Starting with Zoom folk. Lutza, what'd you roll for perception?
At 20.
Lyra?
Put the modifier.
With the modifier, hang on. Let me scroll up.
Lyra, you said you had a nat 20 as well?
Yup. Grand total 35.
Wow. Okay.
32.
Dan?
34 if it counts as urban.
We'll get to that in a minute. Dan.
12.
Well done.
Dog.
20, 30, 20.
What am I adding? What is it?
Perception roll.
Perception.
Or perception.
Alrighty.
I mean, I'm nat 1. My modifier doesn't matter. I would like to mention that John has been trying to use the trident and doing ridiculous things. He's still a little white. Batteries are low.
John,
Are
your eyes are
feet?
still closed.
Yeah.
No, your eyes are still closed. You're in one of those moods where you're like, no, I don't want to get up.
Like when I eat too much sugar and have a forced nap. I can't really wake up. Somebody give me a Mountain Dew.
Lutza, Lyra, Lauren, Irk and Dog, you all of your visions immediately come back to you. And Dan, it takes you an extra second, but you manage to get up. And immediately all of you notice fire, blood, and bodies.
Air, blood, and what?
Fire, blood, and bodies.
Awesome.
That doesn't look good.
What doesn't look good? I just need 5 more minutes.
Get up,
Fire.
John!
John, you
Fire,
suddenly feel 2
mostly.
giant claws on you, shaking you awake. And Mix is like in front of you, like, dude, wake the hell up.
I hate you so much.
In case you haven't noticed,
I want Archie to run over and lick him with the cat tongue on the
it's like
face.
sandpaper. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm up. Did somebody go to the bagel shop?
No
John-
bagels for you.
John, the familiar smell of burning and burning flesh fills your nostrils.
Somebody barbecuing? Oh.
Yes, people. They're
John.
barbecuing people.
Oh, that's
John,
gross.
get up!
Okay.
John, your heart suddenly starts racing, adrenaline fills your blood. You were on your back 1 second, and now you're fully upright the next. Because your mind and heart begin filling with fear. And for a second, you think you're back in your village.
Sanity roll. Sorry,
You were
that's
back in your
Cthulhu.
village, but you begin looking around and no, you were not in your village. I would actually like for you to roll me will.
Okay.
Make a will save.
Ooh, yeah.
I would like to remind you all, you have detective coins.
Oh, I don't need it.
What'd you roll?
23.
It's a good thing that this is just a bad dream.
23, will say.
John, you are, after realizing that you are, in fact, not in your burning village, you calm down. But only a little, because there is currently raging fire and all that jazz. However, nearby, you hear glass shattering screams and sounds of combat.
Well, this all seems terrible.
I heard shit's on fire.
And dog pees on all the fires to put them out.
I mean,
I think that would be Irk's first.
It's entirely possible that that would work.
it makes a nice sizzle.
But the smell, not great.
No.
Ew.
So, yes.
Alright, I'm up. What?
So,
Are we aware that we got teleported into the dreamscape?
Yeah, we knew what was happening.
Are you
Because
doing
we
the
knew.
closed captioning?
No.
For anyone
I
who would
thought
like
you
to
were.
try to remember,
Rolling.
you're gonna want to roll knowledge history.
Ooh, nope. Mm-mm.
Ooh, why is that a history roll?
That was an
Okay.
F me.
Lyra, you remember walking outside of the factory and then it goes blurry.
Lauren,
Lauren,
just Ren. It's easier if you just say
Ren.
Ren.
I'm sorry, Ren, you remember walking out of the factory and then making your way down the street and then it all goes blurry and now you're here.
Did he call you Celine?
No, he called me Lyra.
Sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
there's so many L's.
So,
So many L's.
who else is rolling knowledge history to see if they can remember? What'd you roll?
I did.
I got 18.
I did.
It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy, but you remember something about rain.
Can I roll with advantage because I've been here a couple of times now? Well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Okay.
Dan,
said no.
what did you roll?
Natural 20.
Dan,
We're all
your
wrong.
memory is in tip-top condition, and you remember everything. Mix is looking around with a confused look on his face and just says, does anyone remember what happened before we woke up here?
Lyra's got her hand up, by the way.
Oh, let's, yeah.
And
Lyra.
Lyra first.
Lyra,
21.
Same.
21 for both of y'all?
Mhm.
It gets blurry in some parts, but you do remember the Black Blood Storm.
Black blood rain. We are in that dream.
Or teleported to the dream world.
So you all rolled relatively well, or at least well enough to pass this DC. You all noticed that the buildings seem to be off. They're off-colored, seem to be in the wrong place.
Who
Some
called Tim Burton? Shit's
mixed.
weird, bruh.
Who's Tim Burton?
Who the hell is Tim Burton?
Don't worry about it. It's just a guy I know from the bar.
Alright.
Cool.
You're a
Mix
boomer.
begins
He's
making
got crazy hair.
Mix begins making his way down the flaming
Downtown.
and
Walking
bloody.
fast. Faces
the-
fast.
Making my way downtown.
Don't do that.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm
It's on
sorry, I'm
fire,
sorry,
it
I'm sorry.
smells like a barbecue.
Okay.
Death,
Mix
decay, badness.
begins making his way down the body, blood, and fire-ridden street to the sounds of combat.
Hey, stupid. Why don't you let the Reapers lead the charge since they are literally built for this?
You look behind you and there are no Reapers.
Hey, where the
Really?
hell are the color guard?
Mix furrows his brow and says, "You don't think they drugged us, do you?"
No! No.
No. Let's just said we're we're doing the dream thing.
You know, Mix's last plan that you told us about? Or sorry.
Nix suddenly grabs his nose ridge, says, "Can't remember anything. It hurts."
Alright, the Infernal's
Dog
working.
says if I looked like that, it would hurt too.
Why can't I hear the dog?
Oh God.
Oh,
Because it's his dream.
Dream!
Lutza.
Magic.
Yep. I'm telling you, she's the fucking smartest.
Oh,
I've ever
I
met.
keep forgetting we're in the dream realm.
She's also our ranger. Let's lead. Let's
Give her
let's give her point.
give her the big fork. She can be the Power Ranger.
Okay. Lutza, would you like to begin
Go,
leading
go,
the group
power,
to the sound of
Lutza.
combat?
I'm sorry.
What appears to be the best direction to go?
Yonder.
So that would actually be the sounds of combat because the alleyways and other roads are currently littered with too many
We
bodies
doing
and too
okay?
much fire to get
So,
through.
for clarification, we're still in the same space in the city where we were before. But we're in the
You
dreamscape
all
version
would
of it, and
remember
it's
that-
all fucked.
You all would remember that your bodies are technically asleep in Hatahili. However, this does not look like Hatahili.
Everybody get your weapons and whatever ready. We are going toward the battle
I
now.
am not grabbing my daggers.
I'm coming.
You're
I'm
not.
pulling the trident.
You pull the trident, it transforms. And Lutza leads you all to the sound of combat. And, Lutza, the path forward seems pretty straightforward considering all the other roads, alleyways, other ways through this street are littered with too many bodies, fire. And eventually you come to a building, a large one, and you watch as some sort of guard is grabbed by a guard's face is smashed from inside the building, smashing the window, and is stabbed onto one of the remaining glass shards, killing him instantly.
By what?
By what? You cannot tell as of this moment, but the sounds of combat are coming from inside this building.
The coolest room are inside the house.
Yep.
Stealth.
Stealth.
Erkendall. was
Rifle!
there, too.
25.
John, you're invisible. Lauren, you pull your rifle, you all pull your weapons. Mix, snorts
I got a
out
nat
some
20
smoke.
on my stealth roll. So
Oh, dang! Dog, you're invisible as
Her
well.
dog dissipate into nothingness.
Mix snorts out some fire through his mouth, and, Mix goes to the door, stops and says, Green lady, you wanna open this with me? Okay. Lutza, it is a large wooden, double door. Each one of you takes, Mix takes the left side of the door, you take the right, and you smash open the door, and it is bagged. Bodies littering the ground, more fire. Collateral damage everywhere. Stone and wood ruined from too much combat. And I want all of you to roll will. All of you.
That 20.
God damn it.
Woo!
John, you've grown accustomed to this sort of thing. So you don't care anymore.
It doesn't bother me. This is not real. This is dreamscape. I don't care.
Okay, let's go around
I
the
know where I
table.
am. I've been here.
Let's go around the table, starting with Lutza.
55.
Who?
Lutza.
25. Nice.
Are
Lyra.
we doing initiative or will?
Will.
No initiative yet.
Will. Roll will.
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 I got a 30 20.
Dan.
Daneth.
Yeah.
Look at that
I
dog.
didn't realize it was my turn to say my will. It's a dirty 20.
Ren.
19. I'm still happy about it though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Kirkendall.
30-20.
Nice.
Dang.
Way to light up the will rolls, guys.
Quicksilver.
Nat 20.
Okay. You all managed to keep yourselves from shaking in your boots and losing all of last month's food,
Where were
as the bodies you notice are disemboweled, cut open, cut, slashed. Some murder, some killed by blunt force. However, some bodies stick out to you. Amino. A minnow lays dead on the floor with a lasso around her neck. An elf sits in the corner, her leg broken, her throat slit, with a beehive stabbed through her torso.
A beehive?
Yeah.
Okay.
A rock golem, his head half smashed by a mallet, and a large 20-foot tall tree golem burned. His torso cut open and his amber heart burned to a crisp. And standing in the middle of the room,
Does the elven one look familiar to me?
roll.
All of these people should look familiar. We saw them on the Sun Chase.
I
Yeah.
want
And
all
yes,
of you.
the
One of them in particular is very close.
Yeah.
Lyra, you
That's
do.
family.
You do recognize the corpse. All of you recognize these as the bodies of the Dawnbringers. And standing alone in the center of the room of a ruined Dawnbringer hall sits a blood-soaked cloak.
Go out on a limb and say
It's green.
No, it turns to you.
The cloak turns
It's
to me.
you!
The cloak turns to all of you. And standing there, covered in blood, still dripping from his weapons of choice, his eyes burning with rage, pure darkness in them, is a blood-soaked Jamo.
You got too quiet, even I couldn't hear you.
It's the kitty
It's John.
that I shot.
John was murdered.
Archie hisses.
Immediately, he gets on all fours and sprints at all of you, lunging at John, but right as he's about to collide, a large hammer suddenly swings into his torso, and you hear bones crack and shatter as he is launched through the hall and through the Hodo's doors, smashing them open.
I'm sorry. The what? Where are we?
Dawnbringer Hall.
We're in Dawnbringer Hall.
And surprisingly, there are 2 survivors.
Probably like the
What's
Dawnbringer's dead now, or what?
And
Litza is one of us.
Lutza survived.
No. Litza is
I'm sorry, not Lutza.
Luska.
Luska.
Luska, the
And-
cook. Well, we wouldn't know.
Beauregard. Beauregard is missing one of his wings, his other torn. Luska desperately bandaging and healing him the best she can. Her Buster Sword like wooden spoon on the floor next to her. And Beer steps out in front of you all, his mallet still in his hands, and just turns to you and says, "What the f*** is going on?"
Fluff. What the fluff? Because he's a feline.
No,
Beer?
Yeah, Beer.
None of this makes any sense.
It's a nightmare. It's not supposed to make sense.
Whose nightmare would this be?
And as you say that, John, suddenly the hall begins to shake from the thunder and rumble of this voice.
Okay.
It is the collective unconscious, the collective nightmare. You all have made me mad. As a
So it's
large,
yours.
bony hand
It's yours, Mora. This is your nightmare.
comes crashing through the ceiling,
And we're gonna roll it.
ripping it open, and two large red eyes are staring at you as the roof is ripped off, and the Hodo is grabbed by 2 giant bony hands, ripped out of the ground and torn to pieces and tossed aside into the ocean as this giant abomination stands before you. You know, originally I was just going to screw with you all by by making you fight the cat. But I see now. I see that I need more. And
So,
Mora,
why fight? What exactly is the end goal here, buddy? What do you want from all of this?
what I want,
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
what I want is that true freedom. That true freedom the God of Oblivion seeks. And by killing all of you, I get that freedom. By
So you wanna
killing all of
die,
you,
right?
I become free to search for my half. And you all notice that this thing is bigger than the Hodos, the Hadas.
Well, if he just tore the Hodo out of the ground, the Hodo's like 300 feet tall.
While originally he took on the shape of Jamu, Mora is now can only be described as a monster. 2 large bony hands protruding from the ripping and tearing feline flesh and fur.
Urk shoots him with a bow and arrow.
Urk, you attempt to fire, but the arrow just burns up before it hits him.
25 hit.
No,
No.
I don't think we can hit this guy.
Ren casts Find Fault.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I need to describe our monster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
let's-
describe quickly. We want to kill
I'm
it.
actually for the messing with the DM, but
You know what?
this is the final boss. We
Screw y'all. I'm taking
John yells, Dormammu, I've come to bargain!
Screw y'all. I'm taking my time with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2 large bone claws protruding from his feline fur and flesh. A couple of more arms protruding from his torso, that of what appears to be elven, rock, and wood. his mouth permanently agape into a permanent smile, his jaw seemingly unhinged, blood, acid, black blood, acid, and ice all dripping from said mouth, his eyes red burning with hatred and fury and insanity
And fear.
and fear as he...
And fear.
No, not and fear. As...
So, what I'm hearing is a berserk, very hideous looking abomination of nature.
And
Covered in blood.
and he
Pretty much.
brings his claw and drags them across nearby land, and suddenly the corpses lurch onto their feet.
Of course. Why would they not?
Celine removes the whip from her neck. Celine removes the whip from her neck. Sylviana begins stumbling forward to the rest of them. Mark grabs the hammer out of where his head should be, but is no longer. And Okanady also lurches forward. And
Never uses that thing.
all of them have no pupils. And their mouths are permanently twisted into smiles. And we cut to a preserved Dawnbringer Hall. It's fine, it's happy. And the Dawnbringers are facing down, and the Dawnbringers, minus Jamu, are looking at this supposed cult of Mora you've been hearing about from Origin. The Nightmare's Eye. All of you are at the ready, and they're just standing there. And I need both detectives and Dawnbringers to roll initiative.
We don't
Wait.
have those characters.
Sorry, what?
Dawnbringers and detectives roll initiative.
Okay.
How does this work?
Information not found?
I don't have a Dawnbringer.
You'll have to be Jamu.
I mean,
So,
okay.
do we need both sheets right now? Or what the fuck is going on? Explain to me what's going on.
You're fighting yourself in a dream.
Okay.
Then why do I
That's not what's happening.
is it a tag team back again?
No.
Okay.
And where the hell did the Power Rangers go? This is a problem.
Ah!
We should have just cast that spell in the
To
cave.
explain
That was dumb.
simply,
Bring
Mora has
information
tricked you all
away.
into fighting each other.
Mora
I don't
is
have
tricking
any
us.
spells prepared.
Mora is tricking us into fighting each other. So I'm assuming that the
Okay.
DM is going to match us to someone else, and it will be like PvP, but it'll be this character versus.
I hate that.
Oh great, PvP went so well last time.
At least I know how to play this
I
character.
don't need one.
Bye, Ren. Nice knowing you.
Yeah, because I mean level 11 versus level
Yeah.
5s. I mean,
Yeah.
how's this going to fly?
Level 6s, but
Shit.
But it's level 10. Unless we leveled up at the
Oh
end of the
my
last
God.
campaign.
So,
Okay. So what am I rolling? Initiative for both of these motherfuckers?
yes.
Alright.
Guys, I didn't roll terrible for Mark.
What?
Impossible.
I know.
well, that means it's not really Mark, doesn't it?
It's not Mark.
No, that,
No, it actually is him.
I'm trying to figure out how to pull up both character sheets at the same time.
You'll have to
Control
open a
click.
different tab. That's what I did.
Control click the title and then open the second character sheet.
Oh. Wait.
What?
Hold on. There's more.
Yeah, my initiative 24 versus 6.
For those of you playing the home game, we have no fucking idea what is happening right now. We
Yeah.
have pulled our Dawnbringers character sheets. Apparently I'm Jamu and
Actually-
Quicksilver at the moment.
Yes. However, I will be.
Which means Lyra is a wild card.
The one that she's gonna try to avoid. Cause what the fuck?
Right?
Lyra. Remember that thing with the puppet?
Perks of having a druid. However, I have a feeling that it's gonna be either a case of Sylviana, Melissa,
Is she about to punch somebody in real life?
She might.
or that gut-wrenching situation
like-
where it's Sylviana and Lyra head-to-head.
Ooh, that would be.
That would be pain. Because it's
Yeah.
two druids going head-to-head versus a druid and a ranger.
Well, in fairness, he did warn us that this was going to be batshit. Like, we've been hearing all week about how batshit this fight was about to be. So
I haven't,
here
because
it
I don't
is.
listen.
We know you don't listen. And what about Lyra?
Lyra has.
I was kind of hoping I'd get to play Beauregard because
Oh, you can if you want to.
no, thank you. I have 2 character sheets at this point. I'm good.
Actually, now that I think about it.
Lyra!
Oh.
No, you can't have that.
Can't have what?
He tried to take Jamu's character sheet. He can't have that right now. I'm playing Jamu.
Good.
Hold on, let me turn on. Let me get my music out real quick. I'm gonna play the Smiths,
No,
and that'll get me into Jamu's mindset.
no.
Wow.
Is that literally the only emo you could think of?
It's the best emo I could think of.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say The Cure.
I
but-
missed something?
I went to The
Yeah.
Cure and then Depeche Mode and
Okay, let's
Smiths.
go around the table. I will be calling out your character names, and I would like for you to tell me their initiative roll. Lutza,
24.
Sylviana,
Jesus Christ.
who?
Sylviana rolled a 6.
Sylviana.
Lauren,
Lauren got an 8.
Celine,
Got a 14 and Bessie got a 7. So try juggling 3.
Wait, where's Guzzbug? I'm kidding. 100% kidding.
We
No
had to
Guzzbug
fight
right now. Thank
Guzzbug.
you.
There would be a revolt.
Quicksilver got 13.
Jamu?
Jamu got 10. Because now Jamu
Dan?
is subject to my shivers.
Dan got a nat 20.
Mark?
Nice.
Got an 8.
That's a Mark initiative, yeah. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
but that's really good for Mark.
It is.
Honestly, yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Urkendall?
usually Mark gets
Urkendall
a
got
0,
a 7.
So I'm
Okay.
pretty happy.
14.
Okay, you only got a 14.
Rolled a 7.
Damn,
Lyra.
7.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I don't think any of us do right now.
Including her
I was
DM.
asking if you need the book for reference.
For what?
to Sylviana.
For what?
For Sylviana,
Right.
Boo.
just in case you need it.
Go for it.
Oh no, we all know how to play Dawnbringers. That's not a problem.
You don't
Lyra,
play
what did
Dawnbringer.
you get for initiative?
Figure it out.
5? Okay.
These
Makes
are-
sense, 'cause
These
she-
are legit Dawnbringer rolls.
They are.
They're single-digit Dawnbringer rolls. How quickly the dice
Our
remember.
Noir characters are a lot luckier than our
Yeah.
Dawnbringers.
Oh,
For
that
real.
is
So,
Factual
For real.
statement is what that
In the
is.
case of Lyra's
I need-
situation with that initiative roll, it
Urkin
makes
Dog and
sense
Bessie.
because she saw who she
Okay.
perceives to be her grandmother dead and then reanimate. So of
I
course
need-
she's gonna be freaking the fuck out.
Rosies.
I need rollsies for Bessie and Urkendog first.
7.
5 on the die. Alright, what are we rolling? Just the die?
Rollies are
Yeah.
straight roll, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 7. He got a 5.
Okay, so Bessie first?
Bessie goes
Yeah.
first.
Just do roll twice.
Oh, this is going to be a wonderful cluster.
Oh yeah, we're screwed. This is gonna take weeks.
No, it's not.
It's going to take 1 hour and 33
I
minutes.
now need Lauren and Mark to do rollies.
14.
16.
Beaten by Rockhead.
You got beat by Mark in an initiative.
Oh!
Shameful. Shame. Ding ding.
He is a Dawnbringer.
He is, but
I'll give him that.
he's not. These are not them.
I know.
No, this is not real. All of this is
Okay.
all bullshit.
Still, you got beat by the closest
Would you like me to write that out in order?
Yes,
Laura could
please.
think of to Mark in an initiative roll.
So,
You should feel ashamed.
do you want... Okay.
I just want the initiative order. It does. I don't want any filter or anything like that. Just the initiative order.
Celine and Okanady need to roll against.
Okay. Celine and Okanady need to do rollies.
Oh yeah, Selena and Okanagi. Okay, I see it now. What? Guys, what the hell is happening right now?
Bad shit.
We just had to pull character sheets from our other campaign. This is wild. No.
I
That-
would like to remind you that Mora's plan was to cover Anulo in Black Blood. Okanady and Celine, I
Okanady and
need you to
Celine
do rollies.
rollies.
Okay, there you go.
That's a 4.
13 on the die.
As you can tell, folks, I wasn't kidding when things are gonna go batshit.
No, you were not. I mean, my biggest problem is I didn't have any spells prepared.
Okay, cool.
I like to have my spells.
I would also like it pointed out that before this Noir campaign started, I told the DM that he was not allowed to use Dawnbringers in Noir campaign.
So he's
at all.
using all of
So
them.
he used them all instead. You better enjoy this.
I
It may be
mean,
your last
He's
foray
not
into my
using
world.
them. He's just making us use them.
Without asking permission first.
Wow. You're on my shit list, by the way. Just so you know.
I told you I was pulling no punches.
Okay, that's...
Yes, but there's a difference between pulling no punches and making us fight a level 10 party.
11.
Oh, I haven't leveled up Mark then.
Of course you haven't.
That's also pretty standard.
I haven't leveled up Sylviana either.
I haven't
1,
leveled
2,
up
Tommy.
3,
Tommy.
4,
As we
5,
got
6,
closer
7,
to
8, 9,
playing
10,
them again.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7. Jamu. Shit.
We're getting the initiative order in order. Once again, Xenon Game Labs, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Apparently. We normally live stream on Sundays at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. The VOD is normally uploaded to YouTube on the following Mondays. So we'll be off next week. Again.
And as you can tell, we are trained professionals.
We are totally...
Oh, we are very much not.
Totally twained.
Totally Twain professional. Wov. Twoo
So,
So,
I'm gonna keep opening tabs until my computer crashes.
so we're gonna cut back a couple of minutes earlier in Dawnbringer Hall. Everything was fine. It was nice. Everyone was enjoying one of Lutz's amazing
Yes.
feasts. When all of a sudden the doors slam open and these weird-looking people in robes with masks with red eyes painted on them walked in through the front door, varying in
How did
shapes
they
and
get there?
sizes.
Magic.
No.
BFM.
Immediately, everyone goes out to investigate what's going on, and the cultists pulled weapons. Your weapon, the detective's weapons, and immediately the Dawnbringer sprung into action.
Gentlemen, roll stealth. Jesus fucking Christ, 38! This is fun! Okay, Jamu stealth. Bye, motherfuckers.
And Celine stands up to her full height in the front.
6 and change.
Yeah, and says in her most diplomatic, welcoming voice, "Welcome to Dawnbringer Hall.
Who the fuck is ya?
How y'all doing? How your mama doing?
Hi, your mom and them." No.
I can't with this shit right now.
Where is my dice? There it is. She is. Oh shoot! I almost killed Okanadi.
Don't kill him. Oh, which reminds me, I need to make a board.
Great, you do that, I'll...
You do that. In the
Yes,
meantime,
and
Celine
is doing
is doing
diplomacy.
diplomacy.
So stand up and pay attention, because this is a thing she does.
Yes.
She's quite good at it.
Ha!
Hold on, wait.
That would be a 39.
So, yeah, quite good at it. That's what I said was. I'm going to put us down in the corner over here. Kids at home, can you see Dawnbringer Hall here?
Yeah, that's good.
Good down there in the corner?
Yeah.
Should I do this too? No? Not that?
What?
It was in the Twitch stream. I put the Elmo on fire on the screen again.
Not quite. No,
Oh.
nobody's on fire yet.
Yeah.
So
we could just have that mean combat.
in the Dawnbringer
What
view.
is what are you drawing here?
Turn your table red.
Oh yes, thank
Because
you.
we rolled initiative.
Dawnbringer Hall. That is Dawnbringer Hall, or at least my best interpretation of it. Celine, in the Dawnbringer vision, Celine, in a most diplomatic voice she can muster, says, "Hello, welcome to Dawnbringer Hall. Who are you?
No, we bid you welcome.
We bid you welcome."
And that's a 39
that's a
on
39.
diplomacy.
We cut back to detective vision, and the corpse speaks, smiles, and all of them permanently smiling with no pupils, and the Celine's corpse speaks her words. And you all were expecting... Beer and Mix were fully expecting to just go right into combat, but they kind of... They sort of... They were in their offensive positions, but then kind of relaxed a little after what they thought was Celine's corpse suddenly spoke diplomatically.
Okay.
We're in combat. We have to go in order now.
Okay. Celine, do you want to count that as your full action, or do you want to...
Well, who goes? Dan goes first.
Okay,
Yeah,
Dan.
Dan goes first.
Dan,
After
you're up.
hearing that, on a 39, I said, okay. So I did a little thing there in my brain where I said, okay, if she rolls less than a 30, Dan is not going to be convinced out of combat because I guessed what was going on. A 39, Dan is completely convinced that this is... Oh, even though this person very clearly is up to something, it's probably just met some messed up dream thing. Because that was a 39.
Okay, so after
Dan
that...
is convinced not to fight.
Dan, you were taken out of the initiative order as you were convinced not to fight.
Yeah.
Dan's like, nah, dude, I'm welcome here.
Lutza, it is now your turn.
That dead cow said I was welcome.
You just
In the
heard...
most eloquent voice I've ever heard.
You just heard the most eloquent voice you've ever heard come from the corpse of the Minotaur Princess. And surprisingly, these corpses of the Dawnbringers are not attacking.
Just wait.
You look undead. How did you die?
We cut back to Dawnbringer vision. The cultist in Lutza's place asks, "You look dead. How did you die?" And at first, and a wave of confusion goes through the Dawnbringers, except Jamu only stands there.
Menacingly.
Oh,
What is this?
This is your tiara.
There's one over there if you want to get me one.
Okay. You might need it.
So you all
No, it's in
hear...
the game room.
hold on. So my point is that all the Dawnbringers are supposed to be being played by a player.
Okay, yeah,
so
you're right.
as the DM, you can't play the Dawnbringers.
You
You're
can't
right,
tell
you're right.
Jamu what Jamu's doing. I will
Okay.
tell you what Jamu's doing.
Backtracking.
So Dan took himself out of combat.
Okay, so who's next?
So who's next?
Lutza asked how the Dawnbringers died.
Right.
And
Okay.
I know
A
that
wave
we've
of
been hit
confusion
by
goes-
the Black Blood Storm, so I am totally suspicious of every damn thing.
so
As you should be, yeah.
a wave of confusion goes through them. And Lutza, these supposed corpses are still not attacking. If you want to count that as your full action, you may.
She wants an answer to her question.
Yeah.
Can I answer as Celine since Celine is standing?
Any of the Dawnbringers are fully welcome to answer.
Honored guest, we are not dead. We're very much alive. We're just as alive as you are.
From underneath a green cloak, hooded,
Here we go.
Jamu will go. Jamu will speak and say, "This all feels very familiar. It's a power that I recognize.
Oh, Jamu.
We are
Ganon.
being played. This is dark magic at work. Yeah, like that.
This is Shellick's hand.
This is dark magic at work. Feels much like my patron.
My patron.
You gave me Jamu's character sheet, so fuck the dumb shit. Let's go." So that's Jamu's answer.
I need
So-
somebody to close caption.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abby's got you. Jamu's explaining things like an edgelord.
So, you all. Hold on.
I mean, it is what he's doing.
I can't see my
Continue.
tiara. It keeps
Who all
disappearing.
look like animated corpses. I know this is dream, well, nightmare, whatever, but it's very wrong.
Okay, point of order. I recognize what's happening, and she's trying to work her way through what's going on to make everybody kind of realize what's what. But I mean, a combat round is not designed for a conversation. Like
Or not.
a statement, a response, then we have different actions that have to be done.
Okay.
But nobody's actually combating at this point.
I
Even though we have
recognize-
rolled initiative.
I recognize
But
that.
Celine threw her diplomatic wrench into shit like she always does.
She's a
God.
So
boss.
you
So
all.
Okanady gets
So, you as the detectives, Lutza, you
Can't see
say
my
that
crown, that makes
the
me sad.
Dawnbringers look like corpses, look like animated corpses and whatnot, and the Dawnbringers hear that, and an unseen character,
Maybe?
an unseen character says
Look
that
at my
this feels
pineapple.
like dark magic. And
I need to cut that pineapple.
and
Unseen character.
unseen force, basically, says that this is dark magic. And the rest of you, Tier Jamu, go. This is dark magic.
This smacks of Shellick.
Jamu, sit down.
With that, Lutza, I'm gonna say that's your turn.
Does she get I mean, maybe ask her what else she wants to do instead
I
of
mean-
saying it's her turn.
Well, if there's
Stop
anything else,
DMing. We're talking
Lutza,
from the bottom.
if there's anything else Lutza wants to do as of this moment,
So
You know that voice. We have met Jamu before.
Jamu, I want you to roll
Yeah,
me.
sadly.
I want you to roll me knowledge local. You.
Me?
Jamu.
You're a cop.
Jesus Christ. Johnny, your rolls suck. Knowledge what?
Local.
Local.
Knowledge local, huh? Dirty 20?
That'll do it. Jamu, you recognize Lutz's voice.
Wait. I think I know you.
Dawnbringers. Will.
Dawnbringers roll a will save? Is that
Will
what
check.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean,
For the Dawnbringers?
Mhm.
18.
hold on.
At 20.
Shit.
21.
Sylviana. Oh, 21 for someone.
Is it safe to say all the Dawnbringers?
That's those rolls. I get it.
Is it safe to
Yeah.
say that all of our Dawnbringers have rolled insanely well for this will roll?
Yes.
I got the 28.
So yeah, that's a yes. You all sort of
30,
begin
20.
to, all of the Dawnbringers' heads begin to hurt, and after blinking, they see the fire, the bodies, the blood, and they turn back and Jamu's not there. Jamu's not even hidden. He's just gone. And
Where the hell is the cat now?
Where
you
did my brother
suddenly
go?
hear a large sigh above you. And as you look up, you see that Jamu abomination thing.
Jabomination.
Jabomination, yes, I love it.
Um,
God damn it.
I got it.
Take him
and
out.
you all notice,
Look,
and
Mac. Focus on your phone, please.
okay. The Dawnbringers then, detectives, you then notice as the corpses of the Dawnbringers are suddenly themselves again, alive and well.
No.
Okay, that's
We
better.
don't see that every day.
Whoo!
So what's going on? I mean,
You
They
need to
don't
pay
look like
attention.
corpses anymore. They look like them now. The Dawnbringers don't look like corpses anymore. They
cool.
look like them
So
now.
we.
Do we look
Except for
like cultists
Jamu.
still? Or?
No,
Dude,
everyone has
Jabomination.
returned to their original
I get that,
forms.
but- So
Great.
And Mora is looming over all of you,
Slim.
and he rolls his eyes as he just says, well, I figured at least that illusion would hold out for at least a couple of seconds, but think.
I mean, it lasted a total of, I think, 2.
2 seconds. Well done.
Mora only shakes his head as he leans forward and says, I'm going to enjoy watching you all die. And with that, he's gonna roll initiative.
I think he said he's going to enjoy watching us all die.
That he
He
did.
did.
Like, am I back in initiative order?
Yeah, I'll
At the
put you
end?
back in initiative order.
Okay.
Lyra dear, is this thing with you? Your grandmother just asked if the Jabomination is with you.
I love that.
No. No.
I love that Jabomination is a good.
Slap hands.
Slap hands on Jabomination. Jabomination.
So-
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
When Lyra went into the dream world, she's still in Berg. So you just see a raven. And you see when you ask a question about the abomination, you see the raven kind
Did you
of
give that baby a
shake
treat?
their head.
In that case, she wouldn't have asked Lyra dear because she wouldn't have recognized you as Bird.
Would she not have, though?
She would have.
Hasn't seen her. She's only 20.
Oh,
He
that's
hasn't
fair. That's
seen
fair.
her.
Okay.
25.
Okay, we're
I'm
gonna go.
25.
Early 20.
I'm 17 and a half.
We're gonna go back to the top of initiative order. Dan, you're up. Dan,
Okay. I mean, I'm pulling my gun on this bitch.
your gun was already out.
Cool.
Alright.
Pew, 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 pew.
Gunning this bitch down. Actually, no. First, I am going to load my gun with the war crime bullets.
Oh God.
The ones I bought at the Shop of Wonders.
Yeah, you did. Good call.
And that's going to take a full action because loading my gun is different. Unloading and then loading it back is not happening. It's a full action. Not full action. It is a standard action. And then I'm gonna shoot him twice.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Okay. Roll.
Bet
I
your
missed
nickel
it.
doesn't hit.
Bitch or the crown?
The crown. I missed it.
That is a 24.
That does not hit.
You owe me a nickel.
Okay. Does a crit hit?
Okay. Dan, you.
Did you just nat 20?
Yes.
Okay, Dan,
Ha ha ha!
you load up your revolver with war crime
war
bullets,
crime
whatever
bullets.
the heck those are.
They're war crime bullets.
They're war-
Burrowing
crimes.
bullets is
Yeah.
the actual name. And don't worry, they have a special effect where they actually hit.
And you fire off a round that you quickly see burn up and turn to dust. After you fire the second one. However, the second shot you take, that bullet lands straight in Moore's chest. He suddenly lurches forward. And you notice that parts of his
If I asked if you can
Okay, do I roll damage?
He just asked.
I'm getting to that. And you notice parts of
Okay.
that fur and flesh begin melting away, and you notice a couple of a ton of cages begin lowering from the sky, and each one of them contains a person. Each one of those cages contains a person. From Hodo Nolan, Hatahili, everywhere, but on display up front. On display up front. For the Reapers, a small halfling family.
Reaper's what?
The Reapers and a halfling family.
John, roll will.
You're gonna love this.
Probably not.
22.
Alright, you're fine. I would also like for you to roll me perception,
As investigation,
if need be.
also 22. Sorry,
Alright.
23. 23, I'm sorry. Yeah,
John?
23 perception. I know who they are.
Yep. John, you notice
Is it the
your
people that
wife
we think it is?
and your daughter in that cage.
Both of them, both daughters.
The second one is missing.
Just a wife and a daughter. That's all you get.
Can I take a free action? Even though it's not my
Yeah,
turn?
you can take a free action at any point.
Hey,
Also,
bro,
can
fuck
I please roll
you!
damage and explain what this fucking bullet does?
Yes, roll your damage and tell us what this bullet does. Yes, let's get to that.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Is he within 30 feet?
So we're here. Y'all are over here. So
5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30.
You might have to move up.
Can't move up. If he's within 30 feet, I just get an extra point of damage because of the point blank shot feat.
Oh no, you don't get the extra point then. Because
I know.
he's probably
It doesn't matter
55-ish feet away.
otherwise. Okay, well I just do 25 damage then. But he gets staggered for 1d3 rounds.
Hey, what are you doing?
She put her foot in my hand.
Staggered?
Uh-huh.
Can we?
Can you what?
On staggered.
Can you coup gras?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna need you to tell me how much
Staggered
damage you did
is
first.
25. He did 25 damage.
Okay, just a moment. I need some math.
Hey, no, sorry, I didn't do 25. I only dealt 20.
Oh, well.
I accidentally added I did the math wrong. I did 5 times instead of 4.
Dan, you shoot him, and he does not stagger.
He does stagger because that's what the bullet does.
He's immune to it.
He is immune to staggering.
He's immune to it, and now that's a thing we
Is he
know.
immune to just like status effects in general?
Probably.
Most likely, but you wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that. Ren,
Um,
you and I would know that.
that second bullet and
I am not giving you treats.
that second bullet you see pierce through.
Can you put some kibble in her bowl?
I got it.
She has kibble in her bowl.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
She's just being bad. Our production assistant is demanding treats.
That second bullet you shot, Dan, pierces through Mora, and you watch as that fur and flesh disintegrate, and he lurches forward after that first attack, which, by the way, his AC at first, what I did with his AC is kind of cool. So what I did was I had his AC at a nat 20, and then after that he'd be reduced AC. So
Oh, so you opened his ass up.
Oh.
Mora lets out a huge roar that shakes everything.
Dude. So we couldn't hit him until somebody nat 20'd and you already did it. Right?
Yeah.
So now we can hit him.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh.
Dan, is that your turn?
Okay.
If it bleeds, it
Got it.
dies. Let's go.
Dan, is that your turn?
We were gonna have somebody crit. It should have been Okanady. He can crit on a 10 if Mark is helping him.
Is that your turn, Dan?
Oh yeah, my turn is up.
Lutza, you're up.
Who's on deck?
Lutza, you're up. Okanady, you're on deck.
Clap hands.
Clap hands.
Clap hands.
So we shoot this thing.
Okay, you're going to attempt to shoot him. I need you to
Oh,
What
God,
is
what?
wrong
make an attack roll.
Are you gonna kiss me on the mouth?
No, I'm not gonna kiss you on the mouth.
I'm trying to find my, hang on.
We could do that.
It feels like the right play, don't you
Wow.
think?
But you
I'm guessing a 9 doesn't do it.
No.
Free action.
Would you please pet that dog?
Move closer to it.
Okay. That's your.
Who?
Okay. Lutza, you fired a bolt. You move closer.
John Woo did it, I think.
Fuck. Okay.
Where are we?
Dawnbringer Hall.
Dawnbringer Hall, but the roof is
No, I
ripped
mean
off and there's a giant...
specifically.
Character-wise. Like, orientation of characters
Dog,
to other characters.
you're gonna have to
Where
get the
are
fuck
we?
out of the kitchen. You're getting on my nerves.
There's Jamu.
Is that Jamu or John?
That's Jamu. That's
Get out of the
Okanadi.
Are you done with this one?
Yes, thank you. Our production assistant has lost her little doggy mind.
I'm gonna beat her.
He's not actually going to beat the dog.
He's not.
Beat everybody.
We're all
As soon as my turn
terrified.
is over, I need to run to the other room and grab a Tylenol.
I can grab that for you.
What?
Thank you, sweetie.
She's trying to get up in my lap. What do you want?
Just make sense that I grab it. And
Baby, I don't have any food. Do you want my crown? Do you want to be the queen? Okay.
Here you go.
Actually have a headache from trying to think as both characters at the same time.
I need everybody to look in the Shady chat, please.
I mean, they should both be fine, but...
This one that expires 5
Okay.
Not sure about that.
At 120. So go ahead and
Thank
toss
you.
those.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Wait,
it.
yeah.
You don't
Couple
have that
months, no big.
character anymore.
Okay.
What?
So I
You're
know
fucking
I'm
there.
standby just in case.
I thought
Nah, I'm
Jamu
taking
went
two.
away.
Did Jamu disappear?
Yes.
Yes.
Balls.
I told you.
So
But
he
it
will be
doesn't-
John.
But it doesn't matter. I've
No,
got-
use something else for John. We're gonna get confused.
Okay. I will use Urk.
Urk is on the board. Oh, I mean,
To,
Urk is
to
like...
be fair,
I'm sorry, Guzzbug will be John.
Okay,
Yeesh.
that's fine. You don't
Celine
have
was
to
up
do
front.
that, because, I mean, I've got the thing that crystal that Mark gave me.
Oh shit, yeah, you do have
Yeah.
that. Okay. Let's fucking go then.
Yeah, it's not...
That
I know
wasn't
what
that crystal
does.
for
I know what the
sharp-
I know what the crystal
making your
does.
weapon
Thank
crit?
you.
hush.
Lyra, you will be. Give me a moment. You will be.
The radicalism.
No, this person.
Here, no. I got one for you for Lyra.
And Guzzbug is John.
Guzzbug is John.
Never mind, I don't see it. Sorry, I was looking for minis that aren't here. Chaos. This is chaos. We are
Dan.
at 3 hours right now.
Well, do you want to set it up and pick it up next time, or do we want?
Yeah, that's what we need to do because it's already 6.
Yeah, we're
And-
already
and
at
with-
3 hours, and this is
This is the beginning of combat.
this is a huge combat.
So
that's
let's
about to
set the
take place.
table, get our pictures.
Set the table, take a
And
picture
call
of
it for tonight.
Call it for tonight, and then in 2 weeks, not next week, but the week after, we'll come back and finale this, which
Okay.
hopefully we won't lose.
We'll be fine. I mean, we have the combined strength of the Dawnbringers and the detectives.
And if everything goes properly, we can probably unleash the Reavers as well. And we may need
Oh,
all
yeah.
of us for this.
We'll be fine.
I don't know that we will.
We might
We
all
are
die.
literally fighting a god right now.
John,
Celine was
We have a
born.
guy.
Okanadi was born for this.
Lyra, John,
Okay.
Dan, Lyra.
All I'm
What's
saying
up?
is,
Okanadi been
Healer.
jonesing for kicking a god's ass.
all I'm saying is that the detectives better be glad that it didn't get to Okanadi's turn.
Yeah,
Because you would have attacked.
he would have
Dog.
straight up
Regardless of
attacked.
diplomacy, yeah.
Yeah. he
Urkin
would've
Dog
attacked.
shall be played by Mini Oganede.
I'm just glad that Celine is just out of control with diplomacy.
Okay,
Thank
does
you
that-
for selening all over the place.
Oh my God, your air of nobility has just exploded all over the place once again.
Okay.
And
I
oddly
missed
enough-
this.
Oddly enough, this time I enjoyed it because it didn't fuck me. Normally, Celine's diplomacy
Lyra.
fucks my plans. But I'm not the DM
What's
right now.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
I told y'all I was wearing lipstick and big hoops today.
And a tiara.
I need
Now I got
another
this too.
Mini because we have Urkin Dog, John, Dan, Lyra, Lutza.
I really, really appreciate the fact that I told you you weren't allowed to bring Dawnbringers into the war, and then this happened.
And then it's every motherfucking
It's
one.
all the Dawnbringers. It's not just one. Like, the whole idea was you can't do Jamu in
Who
the
are you
war.
looking for?
And he brought every
No one in
specific.
John
No
You
one in
know,
specific.
everybody.
Explicitly states
No
that
one in
Jamu
specific.
is not here.
I'm just looking for another Mini to use for the detectives.
Which detective do you need?
I got
Let's see.
minis coming up
John,
upstairs.
Urkin Dog, Dan, Lyra, Lutza.
Let's,
So you need Lauren.
wait, I'm Guzzbug?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Oh, and I
I'm
can
okay
search
with that.
during this week off. I can search through my minis
Yeah,
and
because
find ones that I think are fitting for the detectives and bring them with me.
okay, yeah, that'd be
We're
cool.
looking at the school
Yeah, because me and you
and
will
send
be
them home with.
Just use that for now.
sure. Yeah, we can do that because we'll be in the Lyra. You out?
Lauren is a
Wait, are we
Tortugan.
still setting up game or?
Well, we're just kind of
They're
setting
already
up
at the 3-hour mark.
We're still
and this is
streaming
the
at the
start
moment,
of battle,
but-
so we are getting things set up, and then we will pick it back up in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my call.
Ladies and gentlemen, please tune in 2 weeks at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time when we have the most ridiculous rounds of combat that have ever happened ever.
It's gonna be dumb.
It's
Maybe
batshit crazy.
Mark will get more than one turn.
Doubtful.
Doubtful.
I don't
Doubtful.
think so. It's probably not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah, we'll see you
Yeah,
all next
yeah.
time in the finale of Anulo Noir Fear Chronicles.
2 weeks finale. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Okay, bye.